Welcome back, everybody. I'm Rebecca Martinez, and today we are going to be talking about the vegan food and vegetarian bites you can eat at Universal Hollywood Studios. We went when it was butterbeer season, so here in this video, we're going to display all of the wonderful butterbeer treats that you can enjoy if you come during this time of year. So let's get to it. For breakfast, upon entering the park, no surprise, we got Starbucks. Almost every time I go to an amusement park, I need a caffeine fix right away. I don't know why, maybe it's just the vibes. So we got an oat milk latte at Starbucks, very basic, but it's worth mentioning because the Hollywood Studios park does have a really big, spacious Starbucks that you can enjoy right in the middle of the park. Moving on to the things we really want to get to. After I had my coffee, and still when I had a little bit of coffee left, we knew we had to hit the sweets. It's kind of like the pastry breakfast vibe that you can enjoy in Hogsmeade, which is the themed Harry Potter area that you will find in Hollywood Studios. And we hit up Honeydukes, which is the candy shop featured in the movie where you can get candy in Hogsmeade, like they have those trick candies and you can get loads of candies. They also feature the candies that Ron, Harry, and Hermione purchase on the train on the way to Hogwarts. At the Honeydukes in Universal Studios, you will be able to purchase the Butterbeer Caramel. Out of all of the things featured butterbeer in this video today, the Butterbeer Caramel was our absolute favorite.
Butterbeer Caramel hot butterbeer drink. Wow. It is very sweet, very good.
As for having a bite, this platform does plant-based. It does vegan all of the time. But I personally, over the years, have felt that if I'm in a time or in a place where I will never try anything, like I will never have it again, let's put it that way. If it's vegetarian, I'll take a nibble. Simply because I also think that life should not be super limited by constraints. You can argue with me, but I am 99.9% vegan. But in a place like Universal, or if I'm in Rome, I won't eat meat because it's been over 8 years where I've eaten a piece of actual meat. But if it has a little bit of dairy in it, I will take a bite because I will never try it again. That's my rule. I can take a bite, I can take a nibble. So that's why this video is catering to both vegan and vegetarian bites. But in my household, we eat plant-based. So I argue that it's not about being perfect. It's about being 99% good. So anyway, took a bite of the Butterbeer Caramel for breakfast with my coffee. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really special treat. The Butterbeer Caramel was the best butterbeer flavored thing I enjoyed the entire day. So we're starting off with a bang. Very delicious. They might have this treat year-round at Honeydukes, so it's just something to keep in mind that it won't be seasonal for butterbeer season. Furthermore, for breakfast, George enjoyed the hot butterbeer, which is located in Hogshead. So when you go to the Universal Studios Hogsmeade area, the 3 Broomsticks and Hogshead are attached to each other. Hogshead is where you can get alcoholic beverages within the Hogsmeade area. You will find the hot butterbeer here. That hot butterbeer, I had a sip of it. It was probably one of the best hot drinks I've enjoyed in my entire life.
Wow. Really good, really tasty. Good amount of salt in there too.
Very good.
Cheers.
That's not really trying to say that other things out there aren't as good, but damn, it's really delicious. It's got a really strong butterbeer flavor, but it's heavily salted too, which actually offsets the sweetness in the butterbeer. I really enjoyed this. I only had a sip because it does have dairy in it and I didn't want to have too much, but overall, it's the best butterbeer drink I've enjoyed. It's a real shame that they don't have a non-dairy option. I did ask and they only do vegetarian, but if you are vegetarian out there, I highly recommend you try it because they don't always have the hot butterbeer in season and in stock, only for the Butterbeer Fest. So come in March, April time because that's when you can enjoy a really nice hot butterbeer, and according to George, it pairs very well with the Butterbeer Caramel. We made our way down to the lower section of the lot, which is actually where I recommend you start. When you walk into the park, you'll see lots of different areas. Go to the lower lot. I recommend this because that's where like the big attractions are. They often have the longest lines and they also have the most thrills. You'll find the new Mario World where they have a really cool new interesting ride. Some people don't like it. I think it's all right.
This is a little crazy.
They have the Mummy, which is my favorite coaster that they have in the area. They have the Jurassic Park area as well, and also the Transformers ride, which is pretty cool, but when we went, it was under construction. There I had some oranges. It's noteworthy to know that for any of these parks, whether it's Universal or Disney in the California area, you can bring snacks. So I see tons of people bringing in snacks, and we brought oranges so you can enjoy the snacks that you want to purchase outside of the park if you choose to save a little bit of money. Furthermore, if I can give a little bit of a tip for people that are going to Universal, there's not an abundance of attractions in comparison to Disneyland, but I would still pay the extra money for the Express line. The Express line in Universal is way more expensive than, let's say, the Genie Pass at Disneyland, but the lines at Universal, because there's only so many attractions, are almost always 40 minutes, non-negotiable. If you don't care about waiting in lines, go for it. You can drink your alcohol and your drinky drinks in line while you wait for your ride. But I don't like to wait in line, so I pay the extra $90 when I go to get that Express line, and you will enjoy the park way more. You'll be able to enjoy your food. So it's a little bit bougie, but I recommend the Express line no matter what. And you can also use the Express line for the shows, such as Waterworld. They have an animals show and I think a Kung Fu Panda show. You can also use it for the studio tour, which is an hour-long tour that takes you through the Universal lot, where you can actually see different stages where they film different shows that are currently happening. So I highly recommend you do the Express thing because it's just totally worth it if you're visiting Universal, especially if you're from out of town. I regret not getting the pass every time I go and travel to a different theme park out of state. So just keep this in mind. It'll save you tons of time and also stress. All right, so back to the food. For lunch, we went to the Three Broomsticks, which has one of the best vegan options you will find in the park. A lot of theme parks don't do a great job with food. Disneyland does do a great job, but Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, so medium. I found this option in September, and I have really vouched for it since. It's the asparagus platter at the Three Broomsticks. It's one of the best vegan options you will find because it's abundant in vegetables and it's very well prepared and well seasoned. Often when you go to theme parks, you'll find like a half-assed side salad. This is not that. You will receive a large plate of mashed potatoes, cabbage, peas, asparagus, and garlic tomatoes. It's also a really big portion of food, so if you are a vegetarian or a vegan eater, you will definitely appreciate this wonderful staple at the Three Broomsticks. Other options that are included at the Three Broomsticks that are butterbeer flavored. When you go for butterbeer season, you will find the butterbeer popsicle, which is a butterbeer and vanilla flavored popsicle. It's dairy-based ice cream. George enjoyed this one. And there's also the butterbeer cream puff, which is a cream puff. I almost think like choux pastry type cookie filled with butterbeer cream. And then there's whipped cream on top, little pearls with butterbeer sauce, and a biscuit on this cookie. I saw this cookie hyped on TikTok because I did a little bit of research before going to the park, and I did try this one. It was good, but the butterbeer caramel is still the reigning champion. I think it does a really good job of incorporating the butterbeer flavor into a pastry, but I think if you want super sweet and rich butterbeer flavor, the caramel is the best thing. There's also a fudge, a butterbeer flavored fudge, and I believe they sell this at Honeydukes, but when we went, they didn't have it. And people complained on TikTok that it was too sweet, but for me, the sweeter, the better. The popsicle, according to George, was actually really nice as well, but he also agrees that the caramel is worth it. But if you like popsicles, especially if you go on a hotter day, this might be a wonderful option for you. In addition, the Three Broomsticks is the one location on site in Hogsmeade that offers non-dairy cold butterbeer. Butterbeer, typically in Hogsmeade, is a soda. It's not this hot drink that you order. It doesn't come in a wonderful pubby beer glass like the movie would represent. That's okay. But it's a soda flavored beer. Butterbeer, I guess, what is it? Butterbeer flavored soda would be the correct way to put it. And it comes topped with, I think, a coconut cream for the non-dairy version. I've gotten this since day one and I enjoyed it in the day that we went to Universal. It always hits. It's always extremely refreshing. And if you don't want the soda soda vibes, you can get the non-dairy butterbeer frozen for a super hot day. It's almost like a margarita. So it's the soda mixed and crushed with ice, topped with the non-dairy foam. This has been a staple and I get it every single time because it really does hit. Lastly, our final butterbeer treat that was enjoyed on the day of our Universal trip was the Butterbeer Swirl soft serve ice cream that you can find attached to Honeydukes. So it's a Honeydukes candy store and then it's a Honeydukes sort of ice cream parlor. They also offer lots of other delicious flavors, but they're swirled within the vanilla. That's kind of what I understood from what I saw. I liked it a lot. I did have a couple spoonfuls of this. It's a dairy-based ice cream, so it's vegetarian, but it does have an overwhelmingly vanilla flavor, but it's excellent soft serve. After you get like a bite or two, you start to realize there is a decent amount of butterbeer flavor. So I actually do recommend this one. I think the soft serve is pretty high quality for a theme park, and the butterbeer flavor does come through, but it's not as overwhelmingly pungent as the butterbeer caramel. So butterbeer caramel reigns supreme in my opinion. While you're at the park and enjoying the many things that you can enjoy, hopefully going on the studio tour, seeing wicked things, everything Universal you could imagine, we went to dinner off-site. So after leaving the park, because we got the express pass and we went through all the rides pretty quickly, we decided around 6:30 to leave and go to the Universal City Walk, which is the area that's open to the public all the time, where they have loads of restaurants and bars, and we ate at Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets recently released a plant-based menu, which is vegan shakes and Impossible burgers that you can enjoy, I think, all the time. And we decided to get many of these wonderful treats. We didn't get a shake because we had way too much sugar that day, but we ordered a plate of fries, which are vegan. Onion rings are vegetarian because I do believe that they have dairy in the batter. And they have two different plant-based burgers. They recently released their Impossible burger. You could get a single or a double, but it's an Impossible patty. And you can ask for Daya non-dairy vegan cheese. I actually got one of their OG veggie burgers, which is the Streamliner, which is a Boca burger patty, which is wheat, gluten, and soy. A little bit of veggies in there, but not a proper veggie patty. That comes with caramelized onions, pickles, mustard, and maybe a little bit of lettuce. I really liked this burger, and I got a double because I like my patties and my burgers to be protein heavy because it's way more filling, and I find myself eating less fries and junk food. I highly recommend this option. If you're like me and you're vegan and you don't eat meat, and I mean, whatever you want to call me, you put labels on it, plant-based, and you get tired of eating Impossible or Beyond all the time, it was actually rather refreshing to have this Streamliner burger offered on the menu. So I find this place a really nice restaurant to have dinner after a really long day at Universal. You can get a double, and it's not that expensive for two double burgers, fries, onion rings, and a Diet Coke. I think it was somewhere around like $65 without tip, US dollars. So I think that's a pretty decent pricing for some burgers at Universal City Walk. This is where I would recommend if you're really craving a burger, go to Johnny Rockets. Don't go to Krusty or these other places. There's a place called Krusty Burgers in Simpsons that offers a vegan burger. It's cool if you're in the park, but definitely go to Johnny Rockets because it's better in quality, better in pricing. It's going to be a better experience overall. So as you can see from this video, there's plenty of things you can enjoy at Universal Studios in Hollywood. They have plenty of vegan options, plenty of vegetarian options, and you will really enjoy your day no matter what you choose to do. Express Pass, for sure. Vegan options, check. Next up, subscribing to this channel, liking this video, and replying to the question that I've pinned. If you haven't already subscribed, why haven't you? It's the best. We can find different things here together. You will have free recipes at your disposal, and we'll also talk about all of the amazing vegan, plant-based food options you can enjoy in LA and around the world. Without further ado, this has been Rebecca Martinez. I hope you've enjoyed this video. You found it useful. I've motivated you to go to Universal Studios in Hollywood, and you're going to check it out and thank me later. So subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next week. Ciao.